The village of Itongwa was peaceful, surrounded by lush green forests and the sound of chirping birds. In this village lived Adaora, a bright-eyed young girl who was the last surviving child of her mother, Nena. Once, Nena had 5 children, 4 strong boys and 1 girl. But one by one, her sons had died mysteriously. Some said it was the work of witches. Others murmured that the gods had cursed her. But no one spoke of the truth, the dark secret hidden in the heart of Itongwa. Among the gossipers was Mama Chica, Nena's best friend. She often came to console her, bringing food and speaking words of comfort. But behind her sweet smile was a heart full of venom. One fateful evening, as the setting sun painted the sky in blood-red hues, another tragedy struck. Nena was found lifeless in her hut, her face twisted in agony. The village erupted in chaos. "She is a witch!" cried an old woman, pointing at Nena's lifeless body. "The gods have punished her for killing her own children," another shouted. The people of Itongwa believed that no innocent mother could lose all her children. To them, it was proof that she had sacrificed them for dark powers. Adora, only 8 years old, stood in the middle of the raging crowd, clutching her mother's cold hand, her tiny body trembling. "She is not a witch!" Adora screamed, tears streaming down her cheeks, but no one listened. Even her father, Chief Okeke, stood in silence, his face filled with shame. Mama Chica stepped forward, pretending to wipe a tear from her eye. "This poor girl," she said, placing a hand on Adora's shoulder. "She has no mother, no brothers. Who will take care of her now?" Mama Chica had 4 children, 2 daughters, Chidima and Nena, and 2 sons, Emeka and Ikechukwu. They were treated like royalty, wearing the finest clothes, eating the best food, and living comfortably. Adaora, on the other hand, was given the smallest, dirtiest corner of the hut to sleep in. She woke up before the sun rose and slept only when her body could take no more. "Adaora, wash my clothes. Adaora, fetch water from the stream. Adaora, sweep the compound." Day and night, the commands never stopped. If she was too slow, Mama Chica's slap landed on her face. If she made a mistake, Chidima and Nena pulled her hair and laughed at her. Her only crime was being born to the wrong mother. Many nights, Adaora lay awake, clutching her empty stomach, tears soaking her thin mat. "Mama," she whispered into the darkness, "why did you leave me to suffer?" She waited for an answer, but only silence greeted her. And so, she cried herself to sleep, night after night. But fate was not yet done with her. A greater storm was coming. The sun beat down mercilessly as Adaora carried a heavy clay pot on her head, making her way back from the village stream. Her thin legs trembled under the weight, her stomach tight with hunger. She hadn't eaten since the day before, and even then, it had been leftover scraps tossed at her like she was a dog. As she stepped into the compound, she heard the sharp voice of Mama Chica. "You wretched girl, where have you been?" Adaora hurried forward, setting the pot down carefully. I went to fetch water, Mama Chica." A stinging slap met her cheek before she could react.